Hello and welcome to this nighttime. If you live in New Jersey, I guess it's already daylight. Dawn is breaking, but here it's still dark, and I'm in Louisiana, and I'm looking at brandies. 40% alcohol brandies, no age statement. Some brandies have age statements. They tend not to though, but some of the more expensive ones will have that. These are not expensive by any means. My nose is clearing up, but not quite there. But anyway, this is Hartley, V.S.O.P. Very common in Louisiana. I don't know about your state, but around here, yeah, you can find it at Winn-Dixie. You can find it at some convenience stores. Rouse's sells it for sure. All the Rouse's sell it. Different outlets. Okay, you get the big handle. It's glass also. This is a glass 750 milliliter. Made with imported brandy. There's the Italian flag. I don't know why they're using Italian brandy to make this seem like they can get American brandy cheaper, but that's been the Hartley thing since it was introduced in 1943. So don't worry about a website because there isn't any. Many different flavored Hartleys also. There's pineapple, apple, others. I've never tried them. They seem to be popular as well. Okay, here's Bankers Club Select Brandy. And I think that means they're selecting it from some brandy supplier, because they don't claim to make this. They only claim to bottle it. They, meaning Laird and Company. It says Regent Distilling. That's just an alias for Laird. And there's a crown. I don't know why they're showing that, but there's a kind of a medieval guild house looking thing, like the Hanseatic League type of label. It's got nothing to do with Europe. I guess you could do some research on who are bulk brandy distillers, producers in the USA. And then I think they have auctions and they buy a certain amount. Or they make a special order type of situation. There's Bankers. This is the Bankers Club line. Introduced in 1969 by Kasser of Philadelphia, bought out by Laird. I couldn't find the exact year, but around 1985. So some bottles will say Kasser Laird, Kasser Laird, but it's all Laird in Scobeyville, New Jersey. Yeah, northeastern New Jersey. And they're famous for their apple brandy, actually, not so much this stuff. But I do see it in Louisiana, some of this stuff. So yeah, it's around. Not really common though. Bankers Club bourbon, brandy, blended whiskey. I've got a bottle of that. I got the brandy and the blended whiskey. Gin, I can get that at Total Wine and More. I have no interest. The rum, gold and silver. Maybe I will one day get those. Scotch, I don't recall seeing that, but I might have just looked at the vodka. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Mostly, like I say, Total Wine and More. There's some cocktail recipes from the Bankers Club line. Apple Prosecco Punch, Aviation, Bay Breeze, Black Russian, Black Widow, Bloody Mary, Blue Lagoon, Cape Cod, Coconut Breeze, Cosmopolitan, Cracked Chandelier, Cuban Libre, and so forth in alphabetical order. So it's an alphabetical order. It's very specific recipe instructions and ingredient lists. And this is how to run a website, like Mr. Diamond, Claude Diamond, was doing a live Schlitz beer review, and he was so angry about their horrible website. He said, big companies don't use common sense. Common sense is important, and they don't. This company, Laird, does use common sense. Their website is well constructed, it's well planned out, it's user friendly, it's organized. Our history, family of products, find a product. So it's got a finder, contact, cocktail shop, distillery, section about their distillery. No, it's not just thrown together with all kind of typographical errors that I find on other people's websites. It has videos about the distillery. I watched that before. They're showing how they process the apples. You know, do it right. That's good, and they do it right. Find a product. Let's see what they show for the product finder. Online consumer. Well, no, that's not a locator tool. That's if you want to shop. I'm not going to shop for it. Okay. See what they show at Bankers Club. You know, they tend to overhaul their inventory quite a bit, just in my area. Look at that price, $12.99 for the vodka. I can get Winn-Dixie vodka for Scotch. Buy stores, yeah. So I didn't think they had it. Look at the price. May not be any good though. The whiskey, $16.99. Yeah. The gin, never had it. The brandy, $22.99. I did not pay like $18.99. So the prices really jumped on that. $4. I don't know if their supplier raised their cost, but yeah, that's the most expensive one on the list. Rum, silver, $15.99. Pay an extra $1 for the gold. Yeah. What we would call value priced. We're not going to dance around that and pretend that's not, because it is. Okay. Drewski Brewski says Ronaldo Belfaldo, aka Ronald the Ride. Oh, hello, Drewski Brewski. Good morning. All right, so I'll pour these up. Made a little hiss when I open. I know the Sazerac brands, maybe all liquor, when you get lower in the bottle and it's capped and you open it, it'll hiss. Guess it's building up air pressure in it. There's no carbonation. Now, this one says with natural flavors and caramel color. So they're telling you on the bottle that they're adding flavoring of some sort. To me, it tastes like vanilla. Don't know that. And caramel color to make it look darker than it is. Because made with white grapes, brandy, that's not a law or anything. Brandy typically is made from white grapes, which supposedly distill better. Like take white wine, it distills out better than dark. But I'm certain that there's some kind of red grape, red wine brandies out there. Well, actually, I'm not certain. I just would assume so. Okay. Built-in pour makes it come out kind of fast. You got to watch it. It'll pour out too fast. Plastic bottle, well, I'd rather glass. If they'd had the 750 milliliter, I would have bought the glass. They didn't have that. They just had the big bottle. So I was more or less stuck. Had to buy it. Okay. I did a duo review of my friend David. Okay, now we can see that the Bankers Club is a little darker. Not by much, but a little bit more copper. This one's more amber. He liked it. We did the duo review, and he liked it. And I either told him or I told viewers in a previous live video, I said, I think they've improved this product over the years. It used to be pretty grim. I mean, it was pretty like you'd sip it and you'd think, yikes, It did change. I mean, I knew it changed because they used to have something around here called Hartley V.S. It was just V.S., which is usually aged 2 to 4 years. It was pretty rough. I mean, it wasn't totally nasty, but I could only give it a C minus, and a C minus may as well be an F, right? I mean, a C is as good as an F when you're talking about beer, wine, and liquor, because if it's a C, that means it's average. It's not even good. I wish I could find what can is making that sound. I'm gonna have to readjust all my cans. It's making it like a tin clinking sound. I had cleaned all my cans and bottles this month. Took a soft towel, and each bottle, I got all the dust. They didn't have a lot of dust on, but I got it all off. And that was a long process. That took hours, but can't stand dust on stuff, so I do that every December. But then when I put the cans back, one's vibrating a little bit. Like me, I'm vibrating in the room and just making it do it. All right, so anyway, yeah, it's irritating. I'll pinpoint that. Anyway, but boy, golly gee, when I first tried that Hartley VS, that was woo. I was glad that bottle was gone. And then I found a half-size bottle, 375 milliliter bottle, glass. They only do glass with Hartley for maybe the little Hartley airplane bottles are plastic, but it was just called Hartley Brandy. That's it. No V.S.O.P. It was just Hartley Brandy. It said made with Italian brandy with the little flag. That was better, but it wasn't exactly good. Maybe a B minus or a C plus. So not something you'd want to buy. And I didn't see it after that one time I bought it. I never saw it again. So of course I don't go back to that place Pit Stop too often. So if I went to Pit Stop again, they might still have some bottles left over. Not that I would buy them. But then I started seeing Hartley V.S.O.P. around here about 10 years, 6 years ago, maybe. And then that's the one you see everywhere. So that was it. V.S.O.P. tends to be aged longer, more like 4 to 6 years. It's the mid-range brandy. And I said, this seems better. You know, it wasn't anything great. And then I was like, yeah, all right. So then I bought this one this year, and I was like, oh yeah, they've done a lot better job. And it's not like I got used to the flavor. I'm telling you, that flavor changed. Now, cheers to you, Brewski. Now, does adding flavoring and coloring mean a whole lot in the world of brandy? In fact, no, it doesn't, because if you read your regulations, brandy, I'm talking about the United States. Now, I can't answer for Canada or France. I'd have to look those up. And I think I will today if I get a chance, but I may not get the chance. But if you read the United States regulations, it says brandy can have coloring and flavoring added. I don't know, like that yellowish looking light. And they don't have to tell you. Disclosure. Okay, so it tells you on the chart. Coloring and flavoring added. They call it harmless flavoring color. Answer, yes, can be added. In other words, they say allowed. Is it allowed? Secondly, disclosure required. They check off no. Disclosure is not required. So they're not required to put that on there. They're doing it as a courtesy. There's nothing that says they have to put that on there. And I noticed Sazerac's good about doing that. So if you get a Sazerac bottle that doesn't say coloring or flavoring added, I think you can bet, you can pretty much win the bet. It's not going to have it. Just by what I've noticed over the years with them. Now, other companies like Bankers Club, doesn't say anything about coloring or flavoring, but it still may have it. Wesley says, I watched your mix-up video with Klein Peter Eggnog plus the Kasser Club, very smooth, old pale V.S.O.P. Not too great. I usually only use apple juice as a mixer. Oh, really? Well, yeah, the problem with that one was that, I mean, it was okay. And I thought the Klein Peter Eggnog worked better with whiskey that I was adding. Japanese produced. But it just made it taste too much like wood. It did bring out the wood in the Kasser Club. I mean, the eggnog started tasting like an oak barrel, which I guess is a good thing. But I didn't really care for that flavor personally, but it wasn't a tragedy. Every mix-up doesn't work out. Even some of those Boylans and more expensive pure sugar, cane sugar soda pops don't always mix that well. They usually do, though, especially with vodka. It's kind of neutral. Now, this vodka with premium liqueur, that's another strange animal. I had 2 bottles of that. I had the Nikolai from Sazerac. Premium vodka with premium liqueur. That was strange to me. Tasted good though. And then, but it had that wedding cake icing taste. It was kind of strange, and or frosting, whatever you call it. And then I have this one from Jim Beam, James B. Beam Distilling, and it's called Kamchatka, and it says vodka with premium liqueur. I don't know what kind of liqueur, but it tastes like vanilla. Now, could I be fooled by that natural flavor and it's not really vanilla? I could be. They don't tell you what the liqueur is, but it tastes like it. If I get a Sazerac brand and it's saying using orange liqueur, I know what it is. They're using Grand Gala because Grand Gala is Sazerac's big orange liqueur brand. You can buy it all around. It's called Grand Gala. It's sort of like their version of Grand Marnier. If you like orange peels, you can tell there's a lot of orange peel in it. You get that kind of bitter thing, but it tastes good, you know. No, my this smells like you know, just generalized liquor, but I'm getting oak. Oak. I know my nose is not ideal, but I can smell pretty well. Yeah, oak. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much coming along about the same line. So like a white wine. It's almost like sherry though. Like if you ever had cream sherry, you kind of know what I mean. But I haven't bought cream sherry in so long. I haven't bought any sherry in so long. Maybe I'll have to get back to that. But so on appearance, there's not a whole lot of difference, and on aroma, there's not much difference. So now we got to go with the taste. I couldn't get it on aroma. And the Hartley is definitely a lot cheaper per ounce. So Bankers Club, that $22.99 ain't got me too excited. That's what you got to pay. Now I didn't pay that. I wouldn't have bought it. I'd have just kept on shopping. But I paid $18.99. I figured I could go along with that. This has a little vanilla flavor. Yeah. It's hardly worth tracking down. No. If you run across it and you see it on discount like this month until the 29th for $8.99, yeah, it's worth it then. I mean, you know, you don't, the regular price usually $10.99. That's pushing it. That's pushing it. You say, well, that's not really cheap. I know. That's what I'm telling you about the product. There's a bottom level for brandy, just like any other liquor, vodka, gin, brandy. There's a bottom level, and these are it. These are it. You might see McCormick brandy somewhere. That's going to be at the low level. This one tastes a little drier, sweeter, drier, sweeter, drier. So I'm thinking, is there a theme for Super Sunday live stream later? Just, yeah, anytime you see Super Sunday, that means open-ended. It's whatever you want to bring. Sometimes people drink coffee on that. They bring coffee, like Claude likes to bring specialty coffees, and he'll talk about it. Fine, it's Super Sunday, anything you want to bring. Now, if it's Stout Sunday, obviously, it'll be porters and stout porters. I think in 2025, I'm going to change the name to Porter and Stout Porter Sunday. Just to be a little more clarified, Porter and Stout Porter Sunday. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They both finished pretty dry. I would score this one a B, like 83, 8.3 out of 10. This one I would score 8.5, another B. This a couple of ticks higher out of 100 or 10, however you want to phrase that. Some people are enumerate. You know, they're enumerate, like they can't understand numbers. They'll tell me, well, why are you saying it's an 8.5 and the last time you said an 85? Like something changed. I'm like, that's the same thing. Okay, I mean, if you're cold, go stand in a corner. It's always 90 degrees. Anyway, so I prefer this one, and I think it's the Bankers Club, but I don't prefer to pay extra dollars for a handle or more. Let me see how much Hartley brandy is for a one. Well, let me see if I got it right first. This better say letter M for the main product. This is C for competitor. Got it. Ooh, sweating that one out a little bit. This is the toughest one yet. Okay, so let's see. Hartley V.S.O.P 1.75 liter. I know there'll be somebody selling Crown Wine. Here's Crown Wine and Spirits. Oh, they crazy. Yankee Spirits. Oh yeah, there's 100 liquor stores. Lucan's, that's a common one. Okay, we're about to get off the air here. Lucan's got it for, I think that's in Florida. I don't know. $17.99 for a handle, glass. These people are crazy. $26.99. Crown Spirits. I don't know who y'all are trying to play with. They have a nice description. Where is that located? California? Oh, I thought California had low liquor prices. Well, yikes. Never mind that. Hartley V.S.O.P from Yankee Spirits, $16.99 for the handle. They're showing the old label. Yeah, that's more like it. That Massachusetts. Okay, gotcha. That's sensible. That's the Louisiana price, $16.99. So there is no way I would pay an extra $6 for a handle of Bankers Club. Comes in a plastic jug, first of all. Secondly, as opposed to glass, which I guess doesn't ultimately matter. Some people claim so, but I don't believe it. But secondly, it's not really that much better. 2 points out of 100 better, 85 to 83 now. I probably wouldn't pay anything extra. All right, anyway, but thanks for watching. I got it right. And we got 1 week left for Brandy, then it's on to rum. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.